Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's me, your host, Paper Izzy, bringing you more human-generated art. Today, I'm going to talk about Luigi Mangione. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but holy shit. I saw a comment on somewhere. It was like the season finale of 2024 has me like on the edge of my seat. And honestly, same. This is crazy. Yeah, I remember last week, like when all this like happened. Obviously, if you're not in the loop, which I'm sure you are, if you haven't been living under a rock, Luigi Mangione is probably the person who shot the United Healthcare CEO, which is it's a lot. It's a lot, Robin. I That meme is so overdone and tired, so I'm not even gonna put a reference in.
I was a lot, Robin.
Either way, it's a lot. I'm just trying to still like gather my thoughts. Oh my god, my cat is going crazy. I don't know if you can hear that. Anyways, so it's a lot, and I'm still trying to like gather my thoughts about the whole situation, like because it's crazy to think that just some random person can just shoot a CEO, like a billionaire, is insane. And I know there's like a lot of back and forth online and everywhere about the whole thing. Me personally, like I'll just get into it. I I would never want to kill somebody that is not like in my it's not in my 10, 20, 30 year plan. I that's I'm not a violent person. I'm not really into all that. But at the same time, like I see how someone can get to that point, especially with someone who's a billionaire. And I think it's so interesting to see like the internet and like people coming together in like solidarity of like, yeah, it makes sense because the American healthcare system is so messed up and our society is so just like insane. Like I can't fathom how we got to this point. And, it's just profit over people's lives. And so while like I've been saying to everybody, like as I've been talking to like my friends and everybody, it's like I feel bad, for like his kids and his wife or whatever. And I understand how that's really terrible for them and traumatic. But then also on the other side of the coin, how many people have died under this man's leadership that had children and wives and husbands and family and friends and all that.
My friends, fans, family, and folks at home.
It's such a deep situation, and there's so much that goes into it. And I think people really kind of miss the point of the reason like he did it. And again, like it's sad someone died. I'm not like I don't know. It's crazy because it is conflicting because like and even then I was thinking about that like last week. Like I'm sort of ambivalent about it, honestly. Um, as far as someone being dead, like that it's sad. Like death is sad, and someone getting killed like isn't like a great thing. But then, in the words of Kamala, don't you didn't just fall out of a coconut tree. You exist in the context of the world around you. It's true. And I'm, for one, glad that CEOs are scared right now because the American people, and not even just the American people, but people all around the world are getting fucked over by billionaires, and it's terrible. And the whole eat the rich thing, it's like, all right, honey, you heard it, and y'all aren't scared, but now they're scared, and hopefully it'll have some type of change. I would hate for someone to have to die in vain, which again, people are dying all the time because of people like the United Healthcare CEO. So again, it's hard to really feel that bad for the man.
She passed away? Oh. All right.
And I also think like it's good to have some introspection about like why you feel that way because like something like with the insurrection, people died from that, and we're like, see, look how terrible this is because somebody died.
People were killed.
And you flip the coin and somebody died because of this, and you have to, I think you always have to stay skeptical about other people's beliefs and your own beliefs because none of us are infallible, none of us are always right or always wrong. And that's another thing with Luigi Mangione, like a lot of his politics and stuff are like on the right and some are on the left, and it's back and forth and up and down. And I think that's a good representation of humanity because we are not just one thing. We are not just good. We are not just bad. We contain multitudes. Like, there are good things about us and bad things about us. We're seeing it in real time. It's definitely a strange situation. Like, of course, it doesn't really matter what I think because I'm just some random person on the internet making a little drawing of Luigi, like from Mario as Luigi Mangione. So it's what I think doesn't really matter, but I'm just sharing like my thoughts, like as they come out of my brain into my mouth and into your ears. That was a weird way to say that. Another thing I wanted to talk about is like conspiracy theories. I feel like everything nowadays is a conspiracy theory. Like, it doesn't matter what happens, it has to be some weird, ooky spooky, like movie, TV show plot that connects everything. And there's never like a thing happens and this is the thing that happens. And to me, it feels very like right wing, like Christian to like think like everything's a conspiracy theory. And I've just seen people online talking about like, oh, he's not the real killer because the bridge of his nose doesn't line up to the one picture, and it's like, okay, and it's like, I don't know. For me, it's I'm trying to like put it in the right words. It just seems like far fetched, and like again, like I think it is good to have a level of skepticism and think about like, again, nothing happens out of context in from the world in which we live. So obviously there could be something nefarious going on. I don't know. I'm just a simple just a simple person making little drawings on YouTube. I don't know. I'm just speaking my mind, and I just think that it's exhausting that everything's like, well, this isn't the truth because the bridge of his nose, and like I've seen like spiritualist influencers like on TikTok like talk about the feelings, the vibes aren't right, and it's like, girl, it's not always about vibes or feelings. Like, I think that kind of thing, like I'm so far detached from like a spiritualist like mindset, like because I used to be a Christian, all that kind of stuff, and I feel like when you're a Christian, especially, like you're primed to believe all this weird, like the wicked workings of you know who are going on, and that there's always some like secret like Illuminati plot to like take down just people of the world. And it's like, I don't necessarily think that's the case. I think things happen, and I think there are people that, are in control of different things, but I don't think that's necessarily always the case. Like, everything doesn't have to be like a weird like plot like from The Following or something, which by the way, I loved The Following. So yeah, I'm just talking, I'm just yapping, as the kids say. I guess I can talk about the drawing some. This drawing is not my favorite. I'm so sorry you guys have to witness it. The pose is stiff. I'm not good at muscles. The markers were smearing the ink. The bullet bills look terrible. It's really not my favorite drawing, but I just had the idea of drawing Luigi as Luigi. I thought that's a perfect combination of my interests, Mario stuff and obviously like current affairs. Talking about Luigi Mangione, which by the way, he is really hot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He's hot. I think a killer is hot. I'm sorry. Put me in jail. Bonk, horny jail. I'm sorry. And I think that is also another key. Like, finding someone attractive, people are like, oh well, whatever. It's fine because he's cute. And again, I think you have to be skeptical of what you're thinking and what you're believing. You have to always stay like mindful, demure, even woke. Like, you have to be open to like other explanations, and that's why I'm not saying like the conspiracy theories can't be true. Like, I have no idea what's going on. Like I said, I'm just an artist. Like, it's beyond my pay grade. I don't really know. I'm just saying, I'm just asking questions. I'm just, I'm just yapping. But let me know in the comments what you think about the drawing. Like I said, I'm sorry, it's not that great, but not all drawings are great. That happens. Um, Let me know what you think about the whole like the case of like the CEO and Luigi Mangione, and if you really think he's the real killer or not, and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it's nuts. This is it's a wild time to be alive. I tell you that much, y'all. It's a wild time to be alive. Oh God. So yeah, I don't really think there's anything left that I have to say. Like, I think I've spoke my mind. Conspiracy theories I feel like are just out of control. I don't really know what's going on with the Luigi Mangione thing. My final statement on it is I just hope it has some type of positive influence on our society, because I think that's why people are coming together so much, is because our healthcare system, like our system, like as a whole, is fucked up, and people die from it every day, and innocent people die. So again, I don't, a CEO who caused the deaths of how many people, like I'm not gonna cry over it. Like I said, I feel bad for his kids. My mom died this year, so I mean, I know it's terrible to lose a parent, especially probably in something like as traumatic as that. Like, I have empathy. I'm holding space for that. But I also, I completely understand how this happened. The context of which we live, like, makes me understand why this has happened. So yeah, just let me know in the comments what you think. Press all the buttons, do all the things. Here are some of the beauty shots of Luigi and his muscles. Nothing compared to the actual picture. I really need to practice on muscles. Anyways, enjoy the little glamour shots, and I will see y'all next week for a brand new video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Again, press all the buttons, do all the things, and stay tuned for more human generated art. I'm your host, Paper Izzy, signing off. Adios, amigos.